we are system centric, but when
experience in this hotel, bad experience that hotel.
there will be. I mean, not good activity for him or her.
More luxury, say 3-star, 4-star, 5-star properties. 5-star कब बोला जाता है, 4-star कब बोला जाता है, 3-star कब बोला जाता है?
Correct. Is not yet ready for casino market in a larger picture.
Okay.
A little bit saturated, I would say. But
Welcome to Travel and Talks.
Content partner for this episode is Window Gallery.
In today's episode, we're going to understand hospitality in a different way. We've been meeting hoteliers, we've been meeting general managers, but today we're going to talk to a hospitality consultant. We have with us Upendra Kulkarni, who's the co-founder of Hcs Consultant. Hcs Global, Upendra, right?
it's Hcs Global Corp.
Upendra, welcome to Travel and Talks.
Thank you.
And before we move on to understand what your company does and what is your role as a co-founder, let's understand a little bit about your background.
Yeah.
I believe you've been a hotelier for a really long time.
Absolutely.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you so much for inviting me here on this talk show. And it's good to meet you again.
Yes, after a long time, almost a decade.
Yeah. So it's been about more than 25 years that I'm into industry. I've been working with hotels in England and India. I did my post-graduation in England, and I started working with Hilton Hotels and Radisson Hotels and NH Hotels in England. I was taking care of meeting and events and F&B there that time, and I happened to work with hotels in such a phase that they were just starting and getting into the functions and operations and things like that. So that kind of experience I always got. In India, I worked with companies like Kamath Hotels. I started a property called Fort Jadagad, which is a fortress converted into hotel. Then I worked with Spree Hotels. Last job was that I was heading West region as regional general manager for Maharashtra, Goa, Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. So I was taking care of the development part of it and looking after the existing assets. Though it was that time asset-light company, it is still, but now they sold to some another business venture.
So you've been in the industry for almost what? Before you started this, like how many years?
It's been 20 years, I would say.
Right.
2015, I started my business.
Okay.
2015, I would say early 2016. I started with a company called Wari Hospitality. Which was a management company.
Right.
But then later on, I merged that into my existing company called Hcs Global Corp.
Right.
We are a hospitality consulting and advisory company based in India and England.
Right.
And very soon we are starting at Jeddah also, our operations.
Nice.
I have a partner. His name is Chinmay Rege.
Okay.
He looks after the European business of us. I look after the Indian one. And of course, my wife is there with us. She is, doing the back end of the business. She's also a director on board.
So as a company, HCS Global, what exactly do you guys do?
Okay. So we are basically a company which gives a 360-degree solution for hospitality assets. Our main clients are investors, hotel owners, or those who wish to get into hospitality businesses, those who want to diversify their businesses. Those people are our clients, and we help them design and build the hotels. So pre-opening technical services, then your back of the house design, introduction of the brands, doing feasibility study, doing the recce of the project, getting the team empaneled on the the board, and take the project ahead. So it's all entire business cycle till the management company comes in picture.
So technically, I mean, you help people who want to get into the business, probably already into business, or want to expand new markets.
Absolutely.
Now, when we talk about expansions of the market, how do you see the growth of hospitality industry in India?
Yeah.
And I'm talking from a perspective of new inventory coming in.
Yeah.
And in a way of new brands also which are entering Indian market.
Yeah.
How do you see that growth?
Okay. Suraj, I'll tell you one thing. I'm expecting about 50,000 to 70,000 room inventory, which will get into the Indian hospitality market over the period of, let's say, next 4 years, 5 years.
50,000 to 70,000
Yes,
rooms.
rooms inventory.
Wow.
That is, we are expecting in Indian market.
But this is what you're expecting from as brands, or you're talking about
It's
mostly
a
the
mixed
standalone,
use.
or it's
Mixed use. Mixed properties, be it standalone properties or a branded property.
Okay.
So that's what the the envisioning into the market that I'm having for expecting that kind of thing. And of course, there is some data behind it, which we are studying and observing that. So that's why I'm commenting on this way. And yes, mainly the branded hotels are getting their secondary level brands also into the picture, where tier 2, tier 3 cities will be getting more of a business, or they'll be setting their assets or their ventures into those kind of areas.
So this is where you're technically talking about the growth of tier 2 cities.
Yes.
This is where you see the growth now.
Absolutely. And
Okay.
that too mid-market segment,
Okay.
which will be growing in a flockingly. That's what I'm envisioning. And brands like I would say IHG, Hilton Hotels, Accor Hotels, or Hilton Hotels, they're already setting up their Hyatt hotels, I would say.
But itna demand hai.
There is a demand, I'm telling you.
Technically talking about in Goa itself, there's so many properties which are coming in, and Indian market, as you just mentioned, 50,000 to 70,000. Do we have that kind of a demand? You see the tourism growth?
Absolutely. I'm observing that, and it's not only in terms of Goa. I would say overall India, there's a lot of growth which is happening in. There are two ways to look at it. People are trying to develop their market in pilgrimage circuit,
right, and
also in terms of leisure circuit. So areas like, let's say, Ayodhya or Varanasi, or that belt, people are trying to develop their brands there. They're setting up their businesses there, and also in their resort segment, which people are trying to develop. It's not about room numbers; it's about their presence. So, be it 100, 150 room resort or a hotel, or a boutique hotel with, let's say, 40, 50 rooms also, or even for that matter, I would say villas are also coming up in a big way. So, yeah, there's a lot of growth which is happening.
See, again, one is there are hotels, there is inventory that is being added.
Yeah.
The second important part is the service these hotels can offer.
Yeah.
Okay. And in current scenario, okay, you name the best of the hotels or the smallest of the hotels, get multiple reviews, and a lot of people end up giving a lot of bad reviews for the service. So sometimes it looks like log hotel khol rahe hain because unhe lagta hai dhanda hai, but the service is not up to the mark. So if I have to ask you as a consultant, what is your take on truly a great experience, a vacation experience, a stay experience?
Okay. See, there will be people who would give positive reviews and negative reviews. It's all depend. It's not about how big or great hotel that or a property that you have. It's about how you make people feel when you get into the hotel or your guest. So it's about that. And again, I would say, even though the service goes wrong somewhere, recovery of that service or the mishap, which is far more better in terms of keeping that good memory of a hotel for any kind of guest, be it long staying guest or a short staying guest, something like that.
So service दी जाती है.
दी जाती है.
The reason I'm asking you this is, see, we are all moving towards AI. We are all moving towards automation.
Yeah.
Are we losing a human touch in today's hospitality service?
So I'll say it's a jargon. So mainly I would say, Suraj, technology is an enabler for any hotel business or a hospitality asset. It should never overpower the human touch.
Right.
Okay. And people are observing that. People are introducing IoT, AI, business intelligence, and self-check-ins, and whatnot. Many things.
आजकल तो bellboys भी नहीं दिखते.
Yeah.
A lot of hotels which basically want to cut down on the cost. You said, आप अपना सामान ले जाओ. Correct. Especially, I mean, a destination. I'm talking about Goa as a destination.
Yeah.
We are not really used to it.
Yeah.
We want service.
Absolutely right.
You know.
So that's what I'm saying. Ki, it's all. The technology should be an enabler to make the stay memorable or give more extra edge to that service effort. So there will be people who would be opting for this technology part of it, but it's not only about technology, but it's also being hand-holding the guest and taking their experiences ahead. So those people who would be opting for technology will definitely go way ahead of the business.
So you are saying that we will still experience a good human
Absolutely
experience.
It's all about human touch ultimately, because we are human centric industry.
Right.
We are not system centric as such. We are system centric, but when it comes to back of the house operations,
Right.
not in front technically, it's more of a human touch. So that matters a lot.
Good to hear that. I mean, considering we're in 2026 and people talk about bad experience in this hotel, bad experience in that hotel.
There will be. I mean, you can see. It's all experiences. Everyone will get different kind of experience. For me, something an effort might be good in a way where I'm doing my best service, but at the same time, someone else would look at it as some kind of not good activity for him or her. So they will comment. They will say good or bad things about it. Ultimately, how we make those people feel while leaving. If they are making their effort, I mean, even though they have some grudges or some comment to pass on to, while going, how they are going back.
Yes.
Because it will definitely, absolutely.
When they check out how they're feeling about the property.
So it's they will give you more business if you recover that service.
Right. Now, tell me one thing. Considering, I mean, you're the consultant, and a lot of people come to you for investment into hospitality.
Yeah.
Where do you see the inclination of an investor when it comes to hotel? Is it moving towards more luxury, say 3-star, 4-star, 5-star properties, or people are okay just looking at more like a budgeted hotels currently? And why I'm asking you this is, one, maybe our audience still want to understand how the categorization of the hotel is done.
Yeah.
5-star कब बोला जाता है, 4-star कब बोला जाता है, 3-star कब बोला जाता है.
Correct.
So if you can actually explain that will be great.
Okay. So to tell you about categories of the hotel.
Right.
See, tourism department of government of India. Right. I mean, tourism ministry, I would say. Along with that, there's a committee which takes care of this classification and certification for hotels and restaurants.
Right.
They have defined certain parameters to look at it while giving or awarding those classifications.
Right.
It ranges from 1-star to 5-star deluxe. Okay, so it all depends on room numbers, inventory what we have, then employee and room ratio. Then also it talks about your accessibility and sustainability, and also it is about the services which hotel provides. So there are different areas, different segments which hotel needs to fall into. So there are certain services, accessibility, sustainability approaches any hotel has. So according to that, they give 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 5-star.
So if I have to just ask you, let's talk about a 4-star and a 5-star. Can you probably say कि ये 2 चीजें हैं या 3 चीजें हैं which has to be a 5-star? नहीं तो you're a 4-star.
Okay.
A 4-star probably would have it. So what are those maybe 2 or 3 factors?
Okay. See, I would say room numbers first. So it's really depends. If you have 125 rooms, you can consider yourself to get into 5-star zone.
5-star category.
Okay. Then you should have concierge facility. You should have swimming pool, a good shower, along with good bed. Bed size also matters. The linen also matters. Also about the services which. What kind of restaurants that you have? Is it a specialty restaurant that you have, or a all-day diner you have, or even for that matter, those people who cannot get into, let's say,
Specially able yeah.
people, is there facility to facilitate their needs? All those factors which come in picture when it comes to a 5-star grading.
Why are only casinos? I mean, when you want to open a casino, it's only into a 5-star. I mean, is that the rule, right?
No, I wouldn't say that. But it's an addition thing, I would say. India is not yet ready for casino market in a larger picture.
Okay.
There are certain states which are enabling these kind of offerings.
Okay.
But yeah, that's one of the factor, I would say, where people will consider while, it's not necessary that you should be 5-star when it comes to.
Oh, it's not that.
It's not that.
Okay. No,
it all depends.
Just probably want to go back few years now. We saw a major decline in tourism in COVID. What has changed after that?
Okay.
In the industry.
Okay.
Indian tourism industry.
Okay. See, everyone knows what happened in COVID, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people were mad about, or they were not ready for that kind of pandemic.
Correct.
They were all going haywire, trying to understand what we are going through. So even it happened with the hospitality industry also. And it took some time to understand that pandemic for the hospitality industry, though it is not yet considered as industry, but I am commenting so.
Okay.
Hotels started adopting to that while giving services in such a fashion that they are considering your safety,
right,
your hygiene, and your preferences to stay in the hotel.
But वो तो पहले भी थे ना?
थे, लेकिन people started, opting for, working from home kind of a thing. So, though they are getting into hotel, they are getting little larger spaces, considering their, long stays. Considering their long stays, resort are where people will be lesser in terms of, population in the hotel itself. So people started thinking on those lines. I'm getting good place to stay for a longer time. I'm getting, services which are lesser in touch with human touch. I mean, activities that way. Lot of technology which has come in picture. And also a lot of aspects when it comes to health. People started thinking about their health, eating good food, healthy food, taking those options. That's what has changed since COVID-19.
What about manpower? I've heard that a lot of people quit the industry after COVID.
Yeah, it is unfortunately a fact that people are trying to, there's a large gap between the skilled employees and the demand which hotel has at the moment.
And which still remains.
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay.
But I could see, because the way Narendra Modi ji and his team trying to envision tourism sector for hotel, India, there's a lot of opportunities which are coming in their way. It not in terms of only hotels.
Right.
There are, I would say villas are there where we can think of. There are other aspects to it. I mean, aviation is there. There are a lot of different fields which are hotel graduates can opt for. So there are a lot of opportunities which are there in the market. They can think of entrepreneurship. They can think of getting into the job, get some experience, and then start their venture, or remain in the job itself.
So we are working on filling up the gap which was there.
Even for that matter, I would say I'm on the board of studies for 2 colleges in Pune and Ahilyanagar.
Right.
So we are developing that curriculum in such a fashion that people or the students who would come in the course, they'll get latest knowledge, and also I would say 360-degree approach towards developing themselves, not only as a skilled professional, but as a altogether, I would say, human being.
Got it.
So they are getting this kind of, anticipation, or they would say human touch, or that empathy.
Right.
Those kind of, I would say not skills, but those kind of, I would say,
Yeah, I mean,
abilities. I would,
abilities,
so
yeah,
they are
yeah.
trying to develop in those course itself.
Got it.
So
Now moving all from there, we're coming to our last question, and
Yeah.
probably the most important question.
yeah,
As a consultant,
yeah.
what do you advise
Mhm.
an investor?
Hmm.
Is it sensible to go buy an asset
Mhm.
and go for the business or
Mhm.
start a business,
Mhm.
or you advise going asset light? Now, in recent times, we have seen a lot of big brands going asset light.
Hmm.
But as a consultant, what is your take on it?
Okay. So, Suraj, nice question. There are two ways to look at it. Okay. First, what kind of vision that you have for yourself, for the business that you are planning? If you have risk appetite and appetite to invest, it is always better to go for buying your own asset or developing your own asset vis-a-vis getting into the management. Yes, there are companies which are focused only on management because they are doing the best.
Right.
They want to remain asset light. But over the period of time, as I said, a lot of opportunities which are there in the picture. Let's say Gift City for the moment in Gujarat. Yeah, Goa is a little bit saturated, I would say. But then there are other markets which are, as we just spoke, are being developed, and there are a lot of. It's not about real estate business. Though it is part. I mean, real estate is major part of hospitality business, but lot of activities which are because once you buy land or develop a hotel, you are in full control of the business, whereas entire business is yours. Right. So you get that extra mile, extra control, and extra profit also.
But then we also put in extra money also.
Yeah, of course. But then over the period of time, once you invest into hotel business appreciates your asset value.
Right.
So it is good, but in the same time, I would say remain asset light and getting into asset light mode. It's all depends on your vision for the brand, what you really want to create out of that, right?
Matlab, technically, if I have a lot of money and if I
Yeah.
can actually afford to buy 10
Go for
properties
it.
across
Yeah,
India,
go for it.
it becomes a chain.
Absolutely.
If not, then I become a standalone, maybe a 5-star in one location.
Correct.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. Or try to develop a systematic approach, a management company with a good brand. I mean, having standard operating procedures and good market positioning yourself and getting good business in different sectors like MICE, your weddings and things like that. Lot many opportunities are there, but at the same time, being asset light is also good if you really want to focus on only management, where what's your earning when
And
it
I
comes
think
to
it's
management,
more
it is
faster also, right?
absolutely you
much
go
more
rapid. Go rapid into that. It's your top line which you can command, and also certain incentives on your bottom line.
Right.
When it comes to management company, that's only what you are getting. Whereas in buying an asset, your entire business is yours, right? So at certain trenches, like say 15 years, you go, entire property becomes your. I mean, there's no ROI you can get is properly within 15 years. So say around 30 years, you are plus 10-fold plus into the business. So it's always better
To have an asset.
and so I would recommend.
If you, okay.
Yeah. So I would recommend, if you have a good appetite, come up with a plan where you're also going little asset light with some kind of association or management or JVs, and other buy certain asset in certain areas where
The land price is
land prices are appreciating faster.
Right.
So it's more better in a good business proposition, I'm saying.
Got it.
So that's the take I would, consider.
I know that was supposed to be the last question, but there's another question that came up to my mind. Are you planning to start any hotel brand?
Suraj, Yes, there are plans, but I'm trying
मेरी
to.
नौकरी पक्की.
I'm trying to develop a brand.
Okay.
Okay, but really, in a way, I would say we are trying to identify good people to join us. So once we do that, we will certainly consider, starting our own venture.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, I wish you all the best, Upendra, and
Thank you so much.
thank you so much for actually driving all the way from Pune to Goa for this.
Yeah,
And well, that was Upendra. And in fact, I would like to address our audience. If there are any investors watching this, do get in touch with Upendra if you're looking at buying or if you're looking at starting any hospitality brand. I think that's definitely a booming business globally. I'm not just talking about India as a market. Well, thank you so much. And I'm going to see you in the next episode of Travel and Talks. Till then, you take care. See ya.